Hi guys, this is Yana and Czech with Yana. We are talking about Czech culture, Czech habits, and Czech language. Let's dive into it. So today I would like to talk to you about common habits while visiting a Czech restaurant, bar, pub. So let's dive into it. First of all, let's talk about entering to the Czech restaurant. Maybe unlikely from other countries here, when you enter to the restaurant, the guy does not open the door for the lady or girl. Here, the guy goes first. Yes, you're right. So he goes first. It is only to the restaurant, bar, or such a place, not to other places. Otherwise, a girl goes first. But especially to the restaurant, the girl enters after the guy. The guy always should go first. He opens the door and he should check. What he's checking? Well, here's the thing. He is checking if there is a clear air. Like if there is no fight, or if the place is not too rough. If it's okay to go in and have a nice dinner. So if there is a fight or someone is mad, he will punch him, not the girl, so the lady is protected. That is why. So, and then also when you leave, the girl leaves first. Again, in the case of the fight, she is not pulled back. So the guy makes sure that she safely leaves the place. Then he is coming just a step behind. Well, personally, I have never entered any place where there will be a fight, but this is just a habit that is common, and that's what we do. The other thing is you don't wait to be seated, so you will just pick the table. It is common and polite to let the lady pick the table and place that she likes, because so she can be comfortable, and she would not blame you for picking like a terrible spot too. So let's let the girl pick the area and sit down. So if you're a gentleman, you will let her seated, like you will push the chair and with her and stuff like that, you know what to do, right? And then you're waiting for the waiter to come to your direction, and unfortunately often Czech waiters think that everyone is going to have a beer. So he's like, oh, 2 beers, guys? You know, like without even you knowing what the offer is. So in my opinion, it is pretty rude, but it is very common here. So you can, I always do this. So I ask for the menu first, and often I'm like, you know, they just look at me like with a weird face, but just don't worry about that. It's our culture. We have like these faces, like not happy. The waiters are not happy seeing you there. They won't be like too cheerful, and you know, they don't care if you're there or not. They maybe prefer when you're not there, because that means it is not that much work for them. So just more guests coming means, okay, fuck, I have to work. right? So just be ready for that. The waiter is not actually rude, but it is just the way how Czech people are. So then they will give you the menu, you can check the menu. It is often written in other languages like Czech, English, German, maybe Russian or something. So you will pick the drink, which is always at the end for some reason, but they want to know what you're drinking first. If you are expecting to get water, it is not common. There is no water. Even if you would ask for the glass of water, you have to pay for that. Even if you would specify you would like some tap water, they're probably going to charge you for tap water, so be prepared. Water is more expensive than a glass of beer. Half-liter beer is cheaper than like 3 deci of water. So be prepared for that. That is also the reason why so many Czech people drink beer, and they love beer also because it is the cheapest thing you can get. You're drinking. Okay, so before there is a toast that if you're sitting there with Czech people or you want to do some Czech customs, so before you start drinking, it is polite to cheer with the other person or people. So you cheer with them, but you say for what you're cheering to. So we usually say to health, na zdraví, but you can cheer to whatever you have in mind. And the most important thing is, while you're cheering, look each other into the eyes. If you're not doing it, you're being extremely rude. So make sure there is an eye contact while you're cheering. And then immediately, without talking or anything, have a sip of that drink. Otherwise you're very rude. So you can wait with your other talk for later. Just, there is a toast, glasses, make this nice, they clack, and then you drink. If you don't like the drink, or you don't want to drink at all, at least put your lips in there and make them a little bit wet. You need to at least sip it, otherwise you are very, very rude. Okay, the other thing is, like, when you're making the toast and you're going with one glass here and the other glass here, like that, and there are more people, make sure you're not going cross. Like, you should not be crossing hands with other people. It's for bad luck, so don't do that. Okay, so while you're drinking then, having fun, and then you feel, oh, maybe you would want something else, or you want something to drink. Some people would try to call the waiter or yell at him or something. That is rude too, so don't do that, don't do anything. But he has a trained eye for that, and when he sees there's not much left, like maybe just an inch of beer or something you had left, he is ready, he's coming to ask you if you would like another beer or another drink, whatever you're drinking. So he is there to make sure you have something to drink. You don't need to call him. Okay, so then he will bring you another drinks, food, whatever you ask for, but just wait politely, sit nicely, he will bring it to you. And the same is the truth when you would like to leave the restaurant, you want to pay and go somewhere else. So don't try to call the waiter, or, don't do anything, be very quiet, And then when he comes to your place, to your table, you will just, and he will offer you another drink. You will just tell him, okay, I would like Bill. And that is it. So don't call him at all. So you would just wait for the waiter, and if you're sitting there maybe 10 minutes, 20 minutes and he's still not coming, the only thing you could do is like to take your wallet out of your pocket and just slightly show him your wallet, so he knows you're ready to pay. You don't need to say anything, you don't do any crazy gestures, maybe just lift your wallet. He knows that you have been waiting for a long time, that maybe he forgot or he had some other stuff to do, he was too busy and now he's coming. He probably apologized for making you wait, and he will bring you your bill. Now we're talking about tipping. We do not have things like other countries that you must tip like 20% and stuff. It's not like that. Here it is common to tip the waiter according to how you personally feel, how you were satisfied with the food, how did you like the place, how happy you were, if you like the settings, the person, the area, everything. So you need to judge that, and according to how happy you were, you would tip him. Leaving without any tip at all, it is not required to tip, but also it is like a bit rude, like not to give them anything. But even just like a little bit is fine. So it is even common to tip like half of the beer, or like the price for half of the beer or the whole beer. That's probably common. But you can tip how much you wish according how satisfied you are. Also, if you love the food and you think the food was brilliant, that there must be an awesome chef who can cook dish like that, you could ask the waiter to call the cook. You would like to talk to him. The cook is maybe will come, or he will say, okay, just a moment, he'll bring the cook. And it is, if you want to tell the cook how great he was, it is common to buy a shot for you, yourself, and cook, and toast with him and tell him how great the meal was, that you're extremely happy. So that is a great prize. He knows that you were satisfied buying him a shot. So that is common too. Yeah, so just don't go to the bar to pay unless you're asked to do that. Just sit by your table and wait. The waiter will bring you the bill. Just don't go to the bar, and they would look at you like surprised. They will think that there is some problem with your order or something. Comment below what is your experience from the Czech restaurant. Have a great day.